What the fuck is going on? How is all this shit? Oh, goodness.
Strong's retract. Orbital insertion completed. Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Read to you, sure. I like that very much.
Must have been a good job.
Listed ignited colony in space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Alright, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, There's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Captain, congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories: UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. to demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information we're privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If the stakes weren't so high, we wouldn't be asking. But, well, we're asking.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Get a moment. Are we talking?
What?
Vincent, Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs.
More attacks. Just as predicted. Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men continue, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, that.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
A giant.
Captain, I'm right behind you.
Never mind. Let's just go do it. Come on, boys, get out of here. How do we get out of here? Where's the damn... Oh, here it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Lord have mercy. I wonder how many there are.
The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
The hell? Oh no. What is that?
That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got!
Hit who? What, this thing?
Open up.
Stop. Why are you doing me?
What am I supposed to do now?
Oh, we make a hell of a team.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. We tried yours, but some of the other
Pheromonic projection. Some Terra... It affects everyone. You kill the more? Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
I did not see any of this coming.
Buds. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more men. Put those things down and do it fast. We're hoping as best we can.
Better we get it than someone else. Jacob would think of a crow helping to save more lads. Damn if I'm not proud of it, though.
They weren't kidding about you two. Let's put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't feel right.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
I'm just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Let your people, Captain, Adrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, will consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Of course.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. We, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
The things we do here, tell me to let you know if it's humanity.
Yes? What?
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
Well then, hope she's doing a good job.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
Who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Radcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over. But I can't make any promises. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up. You're on your way. Not let
goody.
Otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Oh. What?
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
Oh, for the love of God.
Ambassador Balmore's... When the rest of... He's... claiming...
I don't care.
It does. We're not 100. His public scans... your task
Don't
is
care.
I have no doubt.
Now, the embassy front door. Here. And fair warning.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't... I'd suggest you be smart out there, Captain.
Here on Vanguard business?
They have mixers for expats at the embassy every now and then. Only place you can get some good old Aquila City beer.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador. You're good? Proceed inside.
We could really bend your ear when you got one. Always good to get back to Freestar soil, even if it is surrounded by new Atlantis.
Terribles. As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I had received the news from an SSN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long. Of course. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack. That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the nap to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier. Doubt the Vanguard would have a lot of recruits of that with their job description. But I'll take your point. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally.
even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her. You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
Get in here. So I can close that door.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me? No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me? The quarters. Well, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services? Wait, I thought you were looking to hire me. I'm not taking a bribe. That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Really?
Sounds like it was a real mess there.
restricted zone.
What's that?
This building is Free Star sovereign territory, so in here, we're the law.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go? Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives. Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure a great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure their legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions. Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Would you move? Thank you.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here we go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
place. With Varun, you just never know. You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it when you're able.
The hell was... excuse my language. How far back did that put me? I forgot to save.
Is it supposed to look like this? With Varun, you just never know.
That cannot be. Is it really? I had so much more ammo than that. Oh, goody. Oh, well. It lasts until it's not there anymore.
I mean, is it supposed to look like this? If for real, you just never know.
No, they said no stealing. No.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get stuffy sometimes. Just gets weirder and weirder.
Well, I know that one is not it. I don't know why I thought that was it. That can't be it. Nope. Okay, now hold up. Let's do this different. No, it's not that one. Maybe that one? Are you serious? Oh my god. Wrong ones. Okay, now which one was it? This?
Guns are overrated. I don't know about you, but I felt like a lot worse than Constellation.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Pick it up! Pick up that phone! Pick it up! Someone calling!
Hello?
Hey, I know you're probably online. Can you turn the flashlight on? I'm on my way home.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Alright, love you.
Bye.
Bye. I'll be right back. We'll take a short break anyway. Oh.
Yeah, and it's slant. I'm sorry. My boss gives me a damn coffee cart. I'm the only one that showed up to work here like last Saturday.
Your whole crew? You're the only one that showed up in that entire
Saturday.
that entire kitchen.
No, we had builders. There's supposed to be 4 of us. We're down 1. So they left 3 of us. The other 2 called out. So that left me by myself. That's what I said. I'm still feeling the after effects. Still. That's why my supervisor texted me on Monday to see if I want to come in and work Monday night. I'm not working. I'm still working. I just can't do it no more. It's hard to get away.
I take it you didn't have such an experience where you were then, Yes, the entire embassy was thrown into lockdown, trapping me in my quarters, disabling the Venom Tree's filters, and arming the defenses. A disconcerting experience, to say the least. Was the rest of the city spared? Is that right? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information then. On terror morphs, presumably. Do I see this so clearly? Preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
that's the only way it'll work, since trust between all of you kind of in short supply.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Can you get a moment? Can we talk?
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Are you training for some sort of weightlifting competition? I could bet you're here when you got a moment. Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Oh.
Hey, you dropped to... Wait, meant to do that?
Where are you at?
I'm up for a little adventure.
Dang. Oh, goodness. There we go.
Excuse me. Captain, you're back sooner than... wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore. We're all in agreement. That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. But when you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
All right.
You needed something?
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you.
Welcome, Captain, to the Archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you are ready to begin.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, no funny stuff with that booze bag.
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
No, Captain. If you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So, with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Okay. You people walk slow.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain associated?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you. This person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs, and they stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Okay. Things are getting hot up in here. Tell you would. Is we ready? Subsection 7. Ah, yeah.
When that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
I know. You have to bear your feelings again.
Not bad.
Always. With the talks.
So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing.
Proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional
Okay.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me
I knew it.
Victus.
I knew it.
I was an admiral during the Colony War.
You're not dead.
One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. Sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. To warrant my execution, the official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial, and my life irrevocably changed. Very astute. That's my daughter, my progeny, you've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlees. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting you'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. And then, the head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okay. There's the hole.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Okay. Hello.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Oh, for the love of me. Good.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake, but I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Got it. Don't tell anyone. Here we go.
When that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Yeah, I know your feelings. You got to talk about your feelings. Hush,
Welcome
boy.
to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Oh, you can do many things, but right now I need ammo.
Well, certainly.
Okay. I do not know why I did that. I need ammo. Okay. Now, what we're looking for is 7.77. There we go. 335. I'll take all of them. Buy all. Yes, thank you. Let's see here.
Back to it then.
Alright, what was it? Let's see, what do these take? Caseless shells. Caseless shells. I don't know why I still have that. .50 caliber. Okay. 6.5. Caseless shells. Okay. Where is the was that it back there? Yeah, that was it back there. Yep.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
Thank you. We're looking for caseless shells. Caseless shotgun shells. Those are it right there. Yeah. Good grief. All right.
You're always welcome. Come back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
There we go.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole herd of terramorphs touch down undetected?
Someone brought them here. They had to. Woo! Here we go.
Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl. I could have
Dust off for a minute.
That's just the whole series used to be.
Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized.
Here we go, beep bop boop.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
Whoop. Okay. Oh, to get to the next one, I gotta destroy 15 ships? I haven't even been opposed by 15 ships yet. But alright. And I'm guessing a simulator does not count. Spend 2 more points in tech to unlock expert tech skills. Okay. Well, that's all my points for now. Alrighty now. And this is where we're going apparently.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
Okay. Here we go. I think it's the R button once I get close enough. Here we are at the den.
Airlock integrity looks good.
Yeah, what is it? Read any good books lately?
You are the greatest. No, better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically impossible, but somehow you managed to do it.
Oh, you know I have to.
Yes, your immaculateness. What can I do for you? I don't mind. Why would I? That would be a tragedy. Well, for one, your triumph on Vectera was all over the news. But I believe that's only the beginning. The first chapter in a 437-book anthology documenting your greatness. It's only a matter of time before they start writing it. I'll be counting the seconds until they do. 1001, 1002... Oh, don't worry. My love for you is completely platonic. Unbreakable? Yes. Unyielding? Absolutely. Romantic? Oh, God, no. I would never sully something so pure with something so ordinary.
Well, that's actually good to know. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not that interesting. I like coffee, I like tea, and I like worshipping the ground you walk on. Well, you technically don't walk. Angels tend to glide. Great. Is there anything else I can do for you? Back to work, then.
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planet side. How about you? Well, how non-committal of you. See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it? I mean, right? I think everyone should at least get out once. Go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur too. Space. That great void. That's the stuff for me. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems. Not knowing what's next. Exactly. Yeah, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes in on the family name, he's got a venture in it. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is. Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons. I couldn't ask for better company.
Okay.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
House for room level in this place. It's really never recovered. Looks like this place has seen better days.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? A man living around Etheria. The gas giant. Only one ship like that I know of. Never docks. Doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlaise of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. A part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back. Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Oh, I'm gonna go get my man. That didn't sound right at all. Let's go get our man. Yes. We shall go and get our man. I love the way that sounds.
Hello.
Hello.
Got something for me?
Nope. Ta-da! Loading screen, loading screen. Oh, okay.
Free to fly.
That was seamless. Alright. Now, where are we going? We're going here. We gotta try to peacefully talk this guy in. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but...
How you doing, sweetie?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
Let me ask you, feel a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
I mean, yes, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
I did not mean to do that. It's not giving me a hailing option at all.
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments. More systems. Shoot them down.
Oh, excuse me.
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
I mean, yes, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, Moat. More systems. Shoot them down. Return to the end.
How in the world? Oh my god, that selfie. That's funny. Okay. We need a stronger ship.
How you doing, CP?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
I guess you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book of limits.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Isn't there a way to pick it up? No. There's a way to pick it up. I've done it before, I thought. Yeah, there it is. Now, where's that other one? There it is. This is what's up. Destroyed scavenger. Easy there. All right. Excuse me.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Blah 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 blah.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
New Atlantis is gorgeous, but it's all built on lies.
Excuse me.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Well, tonight is my 9th wedding anniversary. So, I'm gonna have to call this one quits for tonight. I know it's early, but I gotta spend some time with the wife, you know. She's been working all day. I've been playing all day. So, Daddy gonna go do stuff, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.